Yay. Hello everybody. Hello, hello. Today. Hey everybody. Welcome to this live. Hi Joanne. Hello, hello everybody. So, till people join, I'll just hi. This is Gunjan from OutdoorGoats. Hey, goatheads, and yes, we have a very exciting offer going on. As you know, I've spoken about it on our OutdoorGoats website. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about it. On your first order, you will get 500 rupees cash back in your OutdoorGoats wallet. So yes, come on, make most of it. And yes, and let me tell you a little bit about today's guest, Skydiver Shweta Parmar. Yes, she is a true adventurer and a selfless soul, and with an impressive record of 223 skydiving jumps under her belt. Yes, and she's mastered the art of skydiving and is now dedicated to sharing this and her passion with others. And what sets her apart is her extraordinary commitment to making skydiving accessible to all. Because she organizes skydiving experience for individuals who want to learn, and she does that completely at cost as part of the Skydive India campaign. Shweta's journey as a skydiver began with a deep love of adrenaline pumping activities and a desire to explore the boundless skies. And over time, she honed her skills and accumulated oh, a wealth of experience through numerous jumps and refining her technique and building an unshakable confidence in the process. But Shweta's passion extends beyond her personal achievements. Recognizing the transformative power of skydiving, Shweta wholeheartedly believes that everyone should have the opportunity to experience this exhilaration and freedom that comes with it. To make this vision a reality, she selflessly invests her time and energy into organizing skydiving sessions for individuals and groups who are eager to learn but may not have the means or knowledge to do so. She has opened the doors for aspiring skydivers, enabling them to embark on their own thrilling journeys. And she gets groups of people for training sessions, coordinates with skydiving facilities, and ensures a safe and memorable experience for each participant. She has touched lives of many people, empowering them to conquer their fears and expand their horizons and soar to new heights. And she's a testament to the incredible impact one individual can have when driven by a genuine desire to uplift and empower others. And through her expertise, generosity, and unwavering spirit, she continues to redefine what it means to be a true adventurer and become a big beacon of light in the skydiving community. And let's give her a warm welcome while I add her. Definitely. Yay! Hi, Shweta. Thank you for
Hi,
joining us here today. Would you
thank you
like
so much
to?
for inviting
Our
me.
pleasure, our pleasure. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Oh, yes, sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Shweta. I'm a skydiver, basically simple Indian girl who loves to jump out of planes. Skydiving is my passion. Professionally, I'm a co-founder of TechNero. It's a digital marketing and app development company. That's how I make money, and then I spend it on skydiving. Nowadays, I have this amazing dream where I'm helping everyone who wants to become a skydiver with all the information, place, where to go, how to do it, under the name Skydive India campaign. I'm trying to help at least 100 people so that they can become good skydiver and save money at the same time. That's all.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And when did you first hear about skydiving? What drew you towards it?
I don't remember the exact timing actually. Skydiving is something I always wanted to do. It was but one time of thing, right? I always wanted to do it for once. And when I did it in 2016, it scared me. And that's how the journey began. When something scared me, I wanted to explore it more because I knew that I can overcome this fear, I can overcome this entire thing. And that's how I entered this sport. I started doing solo skydiving, opted for the course, facing my fears head on, kind of thing.
So this is how you overcame your initial fears or apprehensions,
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
started.
yes, because if you fear something and if you face them head on, I believe that you can overcome your fears. And when you overcome your fears, right, and something very dangerous that you are afraid of, you fall in love with that. So when I overcame fear of my heights and skydiving, I literally fell in love with skydiving. And now I can't stop myself from doing it. It's just love for me, pure love of skydiving.
Wow. And what were you doing prior to this?
Literally nothing. Earlier, if we speak about 10 years prior to this time, somewhere around 2010, we belong to low middle class. Like before we started making money, okay, we belong to lower middle class, making money, making career. Like that was the first priority, and that was all I was doing. I was never into any other sport because making money and doing getting out of this situation, that was the priority.
Oh, wow. And you've died from a hot air balloon. What was that experience like?
Beautiful. Last year, I had this chance in Russia where I like they had hot air balloon, so I opted for that jump. And it's different from skydiving. Okay, people consider hot air balloon as a skydiving, but I feel that that's a two different thing. When you jump out of hot air balloon, there is no wind. Okay, we call it as a dead wind concept. Um, just imagine yourself. Um, Driving fastest motorcycle, okay, not wearing helmet, so
Oh,
there will be all wind. Okay, let's say you are riding at 120, 150 kilometer speed, and you'll feel this wind in on your face. That's skydiving. But when you do hot air balloon jump, you are riding your motorcycle at 120, 150 speed, but there is no wind. You just can see everything. And that's how it is different from skydiving, like very different and beautiful. Everyone should try
wow.
it at least once.
Wow, wow. And what are the different disciplines or types of skydiving that exists within the sport?
There are a lot of disciplines. Okay, let's start from the basics and I'll tell you about advanced as well. When I started skydiving, I started with belly jumping. That means we are falling on our belly. We call it as a
Ah,
belly jump. Okay, and when you learn skydiving, also you do belly jumps. And before you get your license, you cannot jump with another person. So all your jumps will be solo skydivings. But once you have your license, you can start with formation jumps. Formation jumps are basically jumping with a group of people. So initially you jump with small groups, like you jump with two, three people, and then people jump like in a group of 100, 150 people
wow.
as they gain experience. Again, on belly. But things get bored. When you start doing one thing again and again, things get bored. And we have other disciplines for that. People start venturing into trekking. Trekking is a concept where we glide further in the sky. When we jump on the belly, we are just falling. Okay. But when we trek, we are moving forward. And then we come back at the same place. And that's the experience people try.
Oh,
And that's the discipline they master as well. And once they master solo tracking, they start tracking in the group. So you have your friends, you are gliding with them together. So that's a concept of tracking. After tracking, we have something called free flying. If I have to define free flying, it's for me, it's like flying like a superman. You can fly straight, yes, you can fly straight, like or downhill, or
wow.
in different positions. I mean, there are best skydivers. I mean, talented, who won different competitions and everything, they can jump in a different position. Even I don't know names of some such position, but they do various kind of things.
Wow.
And that's free flying. Free flying mostly people love, but each skydiver have their own aspiration about what they want to do. So once they master this, or if they don't want to do it, people usually target for 200 jumps. We call it as a milestone, because after you have 200 jumps, you can start doing two things. One is a base jumping, second is a
Okay.
wingsuit jumping. Uh, Wingsuit, I guess most of people have watched video. Okay, we have extra wing. We wear special suits, and that allows us to fall at a slower rate. Okay, I did something called wingsuit rodeo. So someone was wearing those special wings, and I was sitting up on his back. So the
Okay.
ride, which was the usual ride for me, is around 50 seconds. But when I did that jump, when sitting above him, it lasted almost 1 minute and 20 seconds.
Wow.
But for them, it would be even more, like they can experience it for 2 minutes as well. So that's something wingsuit that decreases your fall rate basically, because you have extra surface around you. So wingsuit, but yes, you can do after 200 jumps only. You can start your training of wingsuiting after you have 200 jumps. You can start wearing your own camera after you have 200 jumps. Before that, you
Oh,
cannot jump with your own camera as well.
wow.
It's just not allowed. Then base jumping again, everyone knows. Someone is jumping from the cliff, maybe from the bridge, antenna and everything. For me, it's one of the deadliest and riskiest discipline of skydiving, because the
Right.
accidents, death rate is quite a lot when it comes to base jumping, and it's still unorganized sport, and like it's at some places it's illegal to do it as well.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
After that, we have, even once you become more expert, you can do canopy formation jumps. And canopy is around playing with your parachute. Initially, you play it alone. You just play alone. Then you start playing with your friends. Your friends are flying with you, like somewhere side by side, or maybe you're attaching your canopy with their canopy. Again, it's for experts only. Even I can't imagine myself doing it, because I'm still beginner, I'll say in that terms.
Right.
After that, we have something called swooping. uh, Again, there are a lot of videos of swooping. If you watch someone, he's wearing parachute and he's gliding at a very fast speed, like near the ground. Okay, we call it as a swooping, and it's difficult to master it, but yes, with training and experience you can do it. So uh, these are the disciplines. Okay, whichever you want to choose depends on you, what kind of things you like. Do you like flying your canopy, then you will enter in the canopy thing. If you like falling slower at slower rate, you will enter into wingsuit. And if you want to fall even faster, you'll go for base jumping.
Wow.
Everyone knows what they want to do, and those who don't know what they want to do, they keep doing it till they figure out what they want to do in skydiving.
Wow. Wow. Awesome. And say someone wants to try solo diving for the first time, what advice would you give them?
Start saving. Skydiving is expensive sport, especially if you belong to, let's say, middle class, upper middle class, and skydiving is expensive sport. People believe that once they will finish their training, I get a lot of queries around this. Once they finish their initial training, they'll start making money. No, it doesn't work like that. You won't be making money in skydiving. So start saving today. And if you're fearful that I can't do skydiving, but I want to do it, so like, if that game is going on in your mind, don't worry. Everyone feels that fear. Even those people who have booked course right now with me, even they call me, Shweta, is it okay? I'm feeling very fearful right now. And I'm like, it's okay. It's okay to be fearful, because you are doing something extreme. You are trying to do something, and that's okay. So start saving, and it's okay to feel afraid, and you can still do skydiving. Don't worry.
Lovely. Go beyond your fears, huh? And what are the levels of training and certification in skydiving? I mean, and which institutes can we do the same
Hmm.
in India?
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll speak about global first, like what
Okay,
we can
sure.
do in the world. Okay. First is tandem jump. Anyone can do it. Even children 8 year, 10-year age, they can do tandem jump. Someone 70, 80-year old, he can do tandem jump. In tandem jump, you are attached with an experienced instructor. You don't have to do anything. You have to just experience your first skydiving. That's a tandem jump. Anyone and everyone can experience that. But when it comes to solo skydiving, you start with AFF. It's an accelerated free fall. It's a special program designed so that you can become better skydiver. Like you can learn it safely. Uh, if I have to define AFF initial levels, you jump with two instructors. Okay, two instructors will be holding you side by side, and that's like for added safety. So if you do mistake, they'll be there to guide you because they are holding you. They
Hmm.
won't leave you till you open your parachute. Obviously some accidents do happen, like because student was so scared that he hold on to the plane and instructor couldn't jump with him. So initially such situation can happen, but yes, AFF is the safest way. So your initial jumps will be with two instructors, and as you become confident and they find you becoming better skydiver, you'll start jumping with one instructor. Once you finish all the test and your evaluation jumps, everything, you get your AFF certificate. With your AFF certificate, you can jump solo alone, but not with someone else. Okay.
Right.
If you want to jump with someone else, like if you want to jump with me today, you have to get your license. And that's what then we can move to licenses, what kind of license we have. So we start with the certificate, and this certificate is also valid for 30 days. You have
Oh,
to get your
okay.
license. You have to get your license within 30 days.
All
If
right.
you don't get your license, you have to start like repeating what you did in your last jump. Depends how much time you like delayed it getting your license. In licenses, like we have license A, that's the first license someone can get. That you get A license can be obtained after 25 jumps. Then we have B license that can be obtained after 50 jumps and some other trainings. Like as you get experience, as you move forward with different license,
Mm-hmm.
you have to learn a few things. Like C license, I have USPS C license. C
Mm.
license, 200 jumps and some other basic requirements. Now in the future, I'll be getting my D license. D license requires you must have 500 jumps and a certain requirement that you have to fulfill. Like you must have done water landing or other requirements, night jumps, jumping in night kind of thing. So, but again, a way like difficult to explain to someone who never did skydiving, like our audience right now, but they are
Right. Mm.
interested in this. So definitely, and if someone wants to become instructor or something, they must have a D license, like at least 500 jumps before they can start making money, or before they can start actually considering this sport as a profession. Then, like which institute offers it, right? Uh, I'll tell you about association first. Like, what are these licenses and who provides them, right? And like for pilots, we have FAI. Like, if I'm not wrong, yes. Okay, so for pilots, they have different licensing institutes. Okay, associations. For skydivers, we have USPA, so United States Parachute Association. Is the most popular association, like
Mm.
recognized everywhere in the world. Like even in Russia, it's with the conflict and everything, USPA is still recognized if you do it in Russia. So USPA, then we have BPS, that is the British Parachute Association. Then we have Australian Parachute Federation. So they have their different rules, but basically they all whichever license you get, you have to do your AFF and then obtain your license. So that stays the same. Federation may vary. Like in Russia, they have their own federation. In Germany, they have their own federation. But for us Indians, we don't have any such federation which can give us a license right now, solo skydiving
Mm-hmm.
license. Then we obtain USPA license. So I have USPA license right now, United States State Parachute Association. And there are various schools. We don't have any school, skydiving school in India for sure. Okay, but in the world there are many. Like for the start, we have Skydive Spain. That's the place where I did my skydiving, like the entire course. So I went to Spain and I did my course there. And then we have Drop Zone Thailand. That's the place where I took students of Skydive India campaign in February. Then we have Skydive Dubai, the most popular, very famous skydiving place, right? And it's one of the expensive actually. That's the reason I never recommend it to someone, because for us Indians, it's very expensive if we want to get trained in Dubai. Then we have Krutitsi in Russia, the place where I'll be going like in next year.
Now.
Yes, so those are the places, and there are many places. If you'll Google, you'll find. But I recommend places, only places where I have been. I know the place, I have jumped there. Those are the places I recommend. I don't like to recommend places where I haven't been to, because I don't want people to get bad experience, and especially if I recommended that. That's all.
And there are any good certified places for solo skydiving in India?
No. In India, if you'll right now, if you'll Google, you'll find like there are 10 places where you can do skydiving.
Yes.
But actually, it's only one place in India right now, currently, which is working. It's a Sky High India. That's the only
Right.
place. If you want to do skydiving in India, you can do it. But that will be tandem jump or maybe static line jump, but not your solo skydiving course. They still don't have that facility. They might start it
Oh,
next year, maybe next to next year, but not today. They don't have that facility.
right. And can you skydive with your lenses or glasses?
Yes, we can skydive with both the things. When I was doing my like getting trained, I used to wear my glasses because even I was confused. I couldn't ask anyone. There was no one to answer my queries. So I started jumping with glasses, and as I understood this sport, I gradually shifted to lenses. Even right now, I'm wearing contact lenses, right?
Oh,
So I
okay.
started jumping with contact lenses, and both things are quite comfortable because we get protective eyewear like glasses kind of thing that keeps our lenses as well as glasses very safe.
So what are the essential pieces of gear required for a skydiving jump?
Okay, so the bag that you watch always, we call it as a rig system. In rig, we have four things. The one is main canopy. That's the one thing you'll pull out and that will flare and you can land safely. Then, as a backup, we have a reserve parachute. For reserve parachute, is just there for safety, just in case your main parachute doesn't work. Then we have one automatic activation device. We call it as AAT. Let's imagine someone jumped out of plane and he knocked out, like he just passed out because of something. Someone heated him or in the free fall. Things happen, and he couldn't pull his parachute. As extra safety, there is a device called automatic activation device, AAD, that opens your reserve parachute
Wow.
automatically. If you're falling at a very high rate, like your falling speed is very high, and you reach a certain altitude, like 1,000 feet or 15,000 feet, depends like how the device is configured, right? So we have that device. And the most important, what was it? Yeah, yes, harness.
Oh,
The
okay.
thing that we have here, chest strap and everything. So that makes a rig system. That's the basic requirement. Then we have something called altimeter. Okay, so we wear it on our left hand, and it shows us at what height we are.
Okay.
Okay, that's how we know when to jump, when to pull our parachute, how to land, kind of
Right.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then we must have wear our helmet till we are student, and we have to follow drop zone rules. So we wear a helmet, and then we also wear glasses for safety.
Wow. That's wow, lovely. And are there any dietary restrictions pre or post skydiving?
Nothing.
Nothing.
If you're, if you, yes, if sickness happens, you can avoid food. If nothing, you can eat food. Just eat,
And it,
stay hydrated. That's all.
wow, lovely. And what is the maximum altitude one can skydive from?
Maximum altitude one can skydive from. Okay. I have to divide this question in two parts. We have something called standard altitude, like place altitude at from which we jump. Okay. So I have jumped from 15,000 feet. That's when like in skydive Spain they have this 15,000 limit. So 15,000 is the maximum where you jump without you can jump as without any extra equipments
Hmm.
like oxygen mask or something. So those are the standard heights: 10,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, varies from place to place. Even we do like low altitude jumps. In such jumps, we jump at 3,500, 5,000 feet. So that comes like 15,000 to 3,500, anywhere you can jump. For base jumpers, it's different. They have
Hmm.
different heights and everything. And then we have something called high altitude jumps. Okay. In high altitude, low opening. So you jump at like 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 feet. You wear it's like a extra oxygen mask because you can't breathe at that height. So you wear a extra oxygen mask and you jump. So 40,000 is what recommended in our books. And if we speak about the record, what was it? I guess one like 28,000 feet. The current record is
Wow,
someone jumped one like 28,000 feet somewhere out
that's
outer surface of the
hmm.
earth. So
Wow,
that's the
wow, wow.
highest record right now.
Awesome. Wow, what did it? And how old was the youngest Indian that you have mentored?
Okay, that's youngest mentor. I don't know how I got the chance to mentor him for the start. He was with me in my first trip, skydive like of a Skydive India campaign. He's 18 year and 2 months, if I'm not wrong.
Um,
18 year 2 month, Utkarsh Soni, and he's amazing, like a little bit bubbly kind of guy. And yes, for Utkarsh, I because he was using his family money to do skydiving, and when someone is doing skydiving with family money, I make sure that I try to demotivate them because I feel that they are not. I consider them as a wasting the money. They are not. They are not sure what they are doing because he never did any tandem jump
hmm.
before he wanted to become a solo skydiver. So when he came, before he could pay the entire fee, I requested his family that let him do one jump before he pays the entire fee. Okay, and his family is like, that would be perfect. It's perfect if he keeps skydiving. It's perfect for us. And I was like, yes, he should know the value of money, like whatever he's
Course.
spending,
Hmm.
because money has been something which I have struggled a lot. So I try that. I make sure that someone is investing that money at right place. And I requested his instructor, like the person who was taking him. I asked him that to do some crazy things in his first jump so that he knows what he's entering. And when he jumped, the instructor he did like crazy spiral. So he did like 3 rounds of this, and normally it doesn't happen. Okay, it happens on special request and it's safe, but he did it that with him, and he like landed. He ran to the washroom and he vomited. And when he came out, I was like, "Now tell me, you want to do solo skydiving?" And he was like, "Yes, Shweta, I'm damn sure now that I want to do skydiving." And
Wow.
after that we paid his fees, and now he's India's youngest skydiver and
Oh my God.
amazing person. He's still in
What an
first year of
experience.
college. He's
Wow.
still in first year of college.
What an experience, I mean. Oh,
Definitely, we
oh,
meet a lot of people, a lot of different people, and I had chance of mentoring India's youngest female skydiver as well. And
wow.
I just feel lucky, like because I got both the youngest person whom I met. I
Male
I
and
guided.
female. Hmm.
Yes,
And you have some heartwarming story of somebody you mentored for this, I mean, whose life was positively, you know,
Yes,
yes. Okay.
I do have many stories actually, because each person comes with a different story when they connect with me. But
Mm-hmm.
this girl's story is special because we have very few female skydivers in India. Okay, so what happened in 2021? I was doing this stunt for major brand. They wanted a skydiver, a female skydiver. So I went to India's only skydiving place, Sky High India. I went there and I met this amazing girl who wanted to do skydiving. And the weather was like cloudy and bad weather. We can't jump. So for 2 days, she waited there patiently. And that was all time she got because she's still in the college, right? Um, and she was like, on the second day we stayed together, so I knew how crazy she is about skydiving. Like, she used to tell me a lot of things about skydiving, and as we were the two only girls, we were staying together. She told me all the stories, and at the last second day she's like, दीदी प्लीज मेरे पेरेंट्स से बात कर लो. मैंने बोला क्या हो गया? वो बोले मुझे वापस बुला रहे हैं वो लोग. मैंने बोला कि क्यों वापस बुला रहे हो? वो बोले मुझे कॉलेज जाना है, एग्जाम है मेरी.
Oh.
कुछ तो प्री एग्जाम थी उसकी, उसकी वजह से
Mm-hmm.
जल्दी बुला रहे थे. एंड आई वाज लाइक ओके, आई कैन डेफिनेटली टॉक विद देम. मैंने उनसे बात की कि अभी लड़की यहाँ तक आ ही गई है,
Oh,
बहुत
so
इंटरेस्टेड है,
sweet.
बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड है. सो पेरेंट्स से बात की मैंने, एंड दे आर लाइक ओके, आप बोल रहे हो तो एक दिन के लिए हम कर लेते, फिर उसे वापस आना ही होगा. And yes, she was lucky. Next day weather was better and she
Wow.
could jump. She did her jump, and by uske baad, like, we stayed in contact, right? Uh, After 1 year, she got in touch with me. And she's like, "Didi, I'm ready now. I want to do solo skydiving. Tell me, where can I do it? How can I join you?" And at that time,
Wow.
I was going to Russia. Like last year, I was going to Russia, and her parents were not comfortable. I
Hmm.
understand, because
Obviously.
last year the Ukraine-Russia situation was just new. So
Hmm.
I recommended them to go to drop zone. Like, बहुत ज़्यादा बातें की हमने, मैंने उन्हें समझाया, it's okay. Basic questions, लड़कियों के अपने questions होते हैं, वो सारे questions सारे मैंने उसे guide किए. And fast forward to today, she is the
Mhm.
youngest female skydiver, 19 years and 6 months.
Oh,
She has more
wow.
than 50 jumps. अभी कॉलेज एंड स्काई डाइविंग के बीच में स्ट्रगल चल रही है, बट वो तो यूजुअली रहता ही है. बट
Hmm.
यस, I feel very proud that, like, I was there at right time, because अगर उनके पेरेंट्स को नहीं पता होता कि there is another girl who is a
Hmm.
skydiver, इतनी सारी चीजें करके रखी हुई है, I don't
True.
think कि शायद उसे अलाउ करते. एक बार करना कि अलाउ करते, पर कोर्स पूरा करना कभी अलाउ नहीं करते.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
yes, अभी वो अगर further, she's planning for her further trainings, and
Wow.
it's amazing.
It sounds amazing. But what keeps you motivated and driven to continue skydiving and organizing experiences for others?
My initial journey. You know, when I wanted to do skydiving, there was no one to guide me. And I know how frustrating that feels. Okay. I tried to contact so many people, like over Instagram, but they were all foreigners. Okay. I used to think that we have a lot of places in India where we can learn skydiving.
Hmm.
But as I started researching, I got to know the ground training that we don't have any school. I have to fly to foreign. And then when it comes to foreign countries, I have to select a particular school. And there is no one who can tell me which school is better. So I had to make that decision on myself. Myself, I have to calculate everything, do all the research.
Hmm.
Like, if I'll go to Spain, what I have to do. If I go to USA, what I have to do. If UK, what I have to do. What are the different types of licenses. How I'll jump with my glasses, because I have big glasses, like I have so I was so confused with those things. And
Hmm.
I know how frustrating it feels when you don't have someone and you want to do this so badly. uh, that keeps me motivated, because whenever I find someone, a new person inquiring about it, I know what struggle he's going through. And when I take students with me, I know what struggle they'll be facing when they are on the ground. Like, if they fail a certain level, I know how frustrating it will be, because you'll be thinking that you are bad, like, at this. and though you want to do it, you are not able to improve, and you keep failing, and it demotivates you. I used to cry in Spain, when I
Oh,
used to fail. I used to cry alone because I couldn't call at home, and I'll be like, I am not able to do it. If I'll say that, they'll be like, okay, आ जाओ
आ
बेटा,
जाओ
बहुत अच्छी बात है.
पैसा
Yes.
गिन लेंगे.
हाँ. But अभी when someone says like कि नहीं हो रहा है या तो कोई fail हो रहा है, I stay there. I tell them that it's okay. आप सीख रहे हो. Okay? पहले से कोई perfect नहीं होता है. दूसरों को देख के हमें नहीं खुद को demotivate करना है. Those are the things that
True.
keeps me motivated. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll be very honest. Until the Thailand trip, like my first batch, I was confused with this adventure, that I be able to pull it off, how I'll be managing everything, because even I'm not an instructor or a coach that I can guide them. But when these people who were with me in my first batch, they made sure that like they told me every time that I made their journey very easy, and they're very happy that I was there for them. And it's a small things. There is a person called Mrutyunjay. Okay, he's a very lean person, like patla, yes, lean person. Okay, and skydiving से पहले वो कभी खाना नहीं खाता था. He is like कि नहीं श्वेता मुझे नहीं खाना है. He used to skip his breakfast, and because of that, एक जम के बाद बंदा थक जाता था.
Hmm.
He's like he's out of energy, and he wants to become wingsuiter. तो उस रिसर्च इतनी करके रखी है, अगर विंगसूट के बारे में मुझसे ज्यादा उससे पता है चीजें. So I used to feel bad. So as a person, as a skydiver, responsible skydiver, what I can do, I used to make sure that he eats something before he go for the jump. He eats something in lunch and everything. I used to manage them. I used to make him eat and then jump so that he can have energy. So ये छोटी
Oh,
छोटी चीजें हैं, and that made me realize कि नहीं, there is a requirement for a person like me who can guide them, who can help them. अगर and there was a person who was failing continuously, and I told him it's okay. You don't have to feel frustrated. It's okay. You can do it. Next jump, next minute, to next to next jump. I used to tell them my personal stories, and they used to get motivated, and we continue करते थे अपनी journey. I don't know in my absence what could have been happening. So I can't imagine that, because मुझे पता है मैं अकेले रोती थी. At least उनके पास मैं थी वहां पे, so हम लोग साथ में बैठ के रोते थे. So that made me realize that we do have a requirement for a person like me, and that keeps me motivated. That till the time they require me, I'll be there. I'll be there for them, so they don't have to go through the entire things I went through. They can stay there and do it responsibly.
lovely. And you have any future goals, aspirations related to this skydiving that you would like to share, especially since India is one of those countries which doesn't have a skydiving school, and the sport is so close to your heart.
Uh, I guess every Indian skydiver wants a skydiving school in India. Okay, so even for me, that's the thing. We want skydiving school in India, but what we can do right now, because
Hmm.
I can't open skydiving school, I don't have that kind of finances capabilities, right? But I
Right.
can make sure that when someone is ready to do that, we have
Hmm.
enough skydivers in India, so that they stay profitable, and they can run the business of skydiving within India. So that's the reason I started with Skydive India campaign, where I'm
Okay.
taking people, right? Where I'm taking people to outside India, where they can learn skydiving in the best way. And that's my aspiration and motivation mission right now. I'll say that's
Wow.
my mission. I want to train at least 100 people under my, like, without charging anything, and
Hmm.
like no service charges, nothing. And that's the thing. I want to train at least 100 people, and I want to make sure that they are capable enough to guide another 100 people, so we can get
Wow.
have a big community by 5 years. So like we have 2, 3, 4, 5 skydiving schools in India, and not just one.
Wow. And what do you think is the biggest lesson or takeaway from skydiving that can be applied to everyday life?
Mm, Look, I'm also startup like founder. Okay, I did my own adventures. I have my own businesses, and what I learned with skydiving is taking risk and facing your fears. Right? What we understand, like because we fear height, we shouldn't do it. But how it works? Because we fear height, we should do it. So if you're
Okay.
fearful of something like doing
Mm.
business, we should do it. If you're fearful of expressing our feelings, we should do it, right? So skydiving taught me that face your fear, and if you'll face that, you'll have a positive outcome. You'll get rid of that fear. So
True.
that's the biggest lesson. Face your fear, and you'll be able to make quick decisions because in skydiving, all you have is 50 or 60 seconds. And we make a lot of
Okay.
decision in those
Mm.
50, 60 seconds. So we learn to make quick decisions as well. And those are the two biggest takeaways from skydiving if you want to implement something in life.
Wow. Awesome. Now let's have a quick game for the audience. I will ask one question to y'all, and y'all, yes. And the correct answer wins you 500 rupees in your Outdoor Goats wallet.
Okay.
So, okay. So come on, everybody, quick. Type the answers real quick. In a solo jump, how many parachutes does one carry?
Guys, you know this, okay? You are following me. Literally, you are following me every day, okay? You know the answer. Please write it. Write the correct answer. Okay, and here we are
In a
waiting for the
solo
answer.
jump, in a solo jump, how many parachutes does one carry? Yes,
Oh,
yes, POYC 23. You're the winner. Congratulations.
woo!
D Please DM us and sign up on outdoorgoats.com and DM us your email and we'll put the money in your account. Congratulations.
Yes.
Lovely. Yay. All right. Thank you. Shweta, where can our audience find you on
On
Instagram?
Instagram. Yeah, guys, just search Skydiver Shweta, or you can just search Skydiver Shweta on Google and you'll find me. Don't worry.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Shweta, for joining us today and
Mhm.
for, I mean, all this incredible knowledge. And it's amazing what you're doing. And please continue. And we root for you. We're rooting for you.
Thank you
So, yes, thank you.
so much. I mean, thank you so much for giving me this platform. And from your questions, I know that you have done a lot of research, okay? And thank you for doing that because when
Our
someone
pleasure.
asks interesting questions, it's amazing so that
Thank
people can learn.
you. Thank you so much. It's all you. Pleasure's ours.
Yes.
Thank you, the audience. Thank you for joining us today. You can watch this live on our Instagram channel and YouTube channel. See you all next week. Until then, stay safe, stay outdoors. Namaste.
Bye bye, guys. Namaste.
Bye.